business, this is how. You each know what you know, and you know what you'll do, and you never discuss certain things again. If I watch her, I assume she watches me. I would do anything for you.
Would you?
Yes.
If a situation presents itself, would you choose your marriage over everything else?
My devotion to my marriage is my professional weakness. Love you.
You got breach.
What did you do? One of our people stole something.
Something extremely valuable.
You cannot imagine the damage. Find the leak.
How long do you think you'll need? Give me 2 weeks.
Thousands of innocent people will die.
Okay, 1 week. Who's the suspect?
Your wife.
I can feel when you're watching me.
Sorry.
I like it.
When you can lie about everything, when you can deny everything, how do you tell the truth about anything?
I need a satellite redirect, but this has to be unofficial.
You are one naughty husband, George.
You think this isn't normal? The way you're doing this, just so you know.
What's on the menu?
Fun and games.
Is it true? No one can lie to you?
I don't like liars.
If it is Catherine, do you really think you can do it?
I don't know.
Maybe this is all your greatest game, George.
It's a very dangerous line of work.
I'll say.
Would you kill for me, George? Would you?
Wow, that is cool. Thank you for bringing this one to us.
No,
Zoe.
you're most welcome.
The cast, everything about this is a bar, right?
Listen, it's a hot cast. I think you can look at this cast and know that, one, they're firstly extremely talented, not only on film, but also renowned on stages. But yes, extremely good cast, especially in the spy world. A lot of these actors, it's not their first time or first rodeo in a spy movie, so it's going to be a good one. And like you said, Kate Blanchett, Michael Fassbender.
Wow. And they have like some interesting chemistry, right? Because Kate's got this like cool under pressure and Fassbender's all like emotional and intense. How do you think it would play out? And these are some great questions that I think are so important when we're talking about a relationship. Can it survive if one of the people in the relationship's living like a double life or has a job like this?
Listen,
What do you think?
I think when we watch this trailer, we're probably thinking about Mr. and Mrs. Smith, which is like
I didn't want to say it.
No. A lot of people have compared it to that. And if you're expecting that, I think you should like take that a little bit out of your head, because yes, they've got that relationship and the marriage aspect. But I think of this as Mr. and Mrs. Smith if they knew that they were in a relationship. And it's not going to give you the hard-hitting action that you're expecting. It's a spy thriller. So it's not the boom booms that's going to be happening on screen. It's more their relationship and how the twists and turns sort of build. Think of it like a game of Clue. So we're trying to put together the puzzle here.
So you don't really actually know what's going on. You have your suspicions.
Till the last second, you do not know what is going to happen in this movie.
I love that. And when we're talking about these two actors, because they both are huge, incredible names, is either one of them overpowering the other? Like, is one stealing more of the show?
Ooh, that's a good question. Hey, well, we have an up sound, so maybe let's just have a look at this clip and then we can make a decision.
Or maybe Mzansi can decide.
Yes.
Let's check it out.
Ooh. Okay.
I think the stakes are really high for George and Catherine because they are everything to each other, but yet, obviously, George is now suspecting Catherine of treachery, which is quite complicated when you've been in a long-term committed relationship. And, you know, the research we did is so few people who work in espionage are able to maintain and sustain a relationship. So all that stuff's there in the movie.
There's a couple of things that I thought was interesting about their relationship, that markers, they don't have any children. And whether that was a conscious choice or whether they tried, I think both of them come from childhoods that weren't ideal. So I think they're damaged people.
Oh, I feel like there's proper chemistry here. What do you
Listen,
think?
I think that they are amazing together when they have their scenes together, but surprisingly, they're not together for a large part of the film. It's more about sort of how their relationship impacts their other relationships with other characters as well.
Hey.
So you won't see them as much as you would in a movie like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, but when they are together, it's palpable. I definitely want to see another movie with them exploring their chemistry more because, they work together.
What do you think the reason is, though, for, I think, not just South Africans, but people around the world loving spy thrillers, things that have this espionage, but there's a little bit of relationshipness built into it. Is it the thrill of it? Is it something that we can maybe relate to? The secrets?
South Africans love the chaos. I think that's what it is. But I think a lot of people, they love that enemies to lovers and lovers again. Can we trust our partners fully? We have trust issues. I think that's the reason.
But I also think the reason is exactly that, because a lot of us can relate to some of these spy movies, to some of the relationships and what's going on in this film, I'm sure, because, hey, hang on, that reminds me of my man or my woman or something. And you start having these questions. So I can see why people want to love this and are going to love this. It is out already, right?
It is out. It is just released today, so brand new for someone who wants to go and watch a fun little spy thriller this weekend.
And for you, what's the thing that like stands out in a spy movie? What like gets the hook for you and makes you want to actually watch it in the first place?
You know, I think when you don't even know what's going to happen next, that is like the most important thing. I think there's so many movies where you can be like, oh yeah, I know who's gonna be the villain at the end of the day. I know exactly what's about to happen. But when you're genuinely surprised, like this movie has the capability of being, it's next level. And Black Bag, by the way, the name Black Bag. So it refers to something that in the spy world, it's a information you put in a sealed black bag and then you never speak of it again, and that's what it is in this film. So they even say to each other in their conversations, they're like, black bag, which means don't ask me about it, I'm not going to tell you about it, this is for me to know.
Okay. And one thing you mentioned off air was the fact that this is the same director that was involved in the Oceans franchise.
Yes, Steven Soderbergh.
So that means we can expect lots of twists, lots of turns. You never know
100%.
anything that's happening until the end.
Yes, he did Oceans, but he also did Magic Mike. So you know that there's a sexy feeling to how he does a spy movie. And he was supposed to retire a while ago. He said, he's done with films. So it's great to see him coming back with these kind of projects and really be experimental with how he's sort of putting together works.
Oh, so you've brought a banger, and I think this is perfect for the weekend. If you're looking for some entertainment, then get involved in this one. It's called Black Bag. It's out in cinemas March the 14th already. And I think it's talking about everything that we're going to be discussing right now, and especially when it comes to relationships. Do you think a relationship can actually survive and thrive while there are secrets involved?
Yes.
Oh, indeed. Well, in fact, I'm going to pose a question. Do you have a black bag policy in your relationship? Obviously, in the film, trust is a dangerous game. And when secrets come between a couple, the stakes could not be higher. But in real life, could your relationship actually survive if your partner was hiding something or something big? Today, we are unpacking that exactly with clinical psychologist Dr. Janine Smith, who's here to chat about trust, transparency, and keeping love alive, even when the truth gets complicated. Now, we start this conversation in the hope that our partner is not an assassin or someone committing large-scale crime or anything along those lines, but secrets exist, and often with good reason. There is always motivation why we are keeping things close to our chest. Can a relationship survive with secrets? Is it ever okay?
Well, obviously, it depends on the severity of the secret, and the degree. But it's not necessarily the act of keeping secrets. It's actually got to do with the intent or motive behind keeping the secret, and also the context. Because, if you withhold information, you may withhold information because you want to protect your partner, or because there are ethical considerations, or because it's just not the right time to talk about it.
And is that okay?
That's okay, because you're not, there isn't malice attached to it. There isn't deceit attached to it.
The heart is in the right place, okay.
But remember, you can't also use that as an excuse and say, no, I want you to protect you. The reality is that when you withhold the truth or hide the truth, and the motive is malice, or you want to just protect your own interests, or you don't want to face consequences, then it can become a problem, because when your partner finds out, it then hurts them and they feel betrayed by it. So it's got a lot to do with the motive behind it and the context.
And I would imagine the frequency, because if it becomes a culture or a pattern within your relationship, then where does that begin and end?
Absolutely.
I don't want to know everything that's going on in my wife's head. I don't own her. I don't own her thoughts. I don't own what she does. We we partner up for parts of our life together. I'm fine with her having secrets if that's what she wants, but once you cross a line, can you come back from that? How do you restore trust once that trust or those lines have been blurred?
I think that's so important because, you know, when it comes to relationship, there's a lot of maintenance and effort that goes into it.
Work.
So regular check-ins, you know, reevaluating your relationship from time to time. And when I say regular check-ins, dedicate time for each other to talk about your thoughts, feelings, experiences. That's so important.
Make it a structured thing.
Yes, but then talk about what's going right, what's working for us, what's not working for us. What must I adjust as an individual? What do we need to adjust as a couple? That's also very important. But the regular check-ins, the open communication, and yes, we are agents. We need to have agency as individuals, and so you don't want to be intrusive as well. But it's good to be vulnerable as well because that fosters emotional connection.
Completely. That vulnerability is a great first step of kind of taking it off your partner and putting it back on yourself.
Yes.
So my next question would be, how do you broach those conversations without it seeming accusatory, or because trust is very much a blame game kind of a thing when we enter into that. So when we want to have our weekly check-ins or our daily check-ins, however that looks, how do I start that conversation in a healthy way by not putting it on you, like you did this right, this was great. What words do we use?
Look, that's so important because we don't want to trigger defensiveness. And when you blame, that's exactly what you do, right? You trigger a defensive reaction. So saying something like, you know, when you did that, I felt this way. Or when you say this, I feel this way. Also, when you notice inconsistencies, like with what somebody says and what they do, it's important to say, look, I'm a little bit confused here. Can you just, but not to blame the person, to just open up conversation.
To help them, yeah.
Yes, because you want to listen with a view to understanding where they're coming from, not come with this preconceived idea and, you know, not be suspicious as well.
And that's all what's going on in your head, not what's in theirs. I love that. So you just almost, in essence, need to get away and hold up a mirror if you can. And I think that's where the magic happens within yourself when you start putting yourself in those shoes. Trust is kind of a line. And it feels like once we've crossed that line, certainly when it comes to infidelity and that sort of trust space, for me, I feel like I would never be able to come back, but I've never gone through that and tried to.
Yes.
When just trust is broken, when that becomes a cultural shift, can we rebuild that? Or do we have to start afresh and kind of have a new set of rules?
Look, we absolutely can, but you have to be willing on both ends. Both partners have to have that willingness and really be committed to work. That for me is the foundation. Because if one partner wants to actually repair and sort of resolve things, that's not enough. Both of you have to be on board with that. For me, that's very crucial.
How do you establish that you are on board? Because it's such a loaded question. I find I'll find patterns will kick in, especially when there's conflict, that aren't even my patterns. I'm following on something that my mom and I worked on when I was 5. And if I stop and just think about it for a second, it doesn't actually upset me to the degree that I am. I'm just playing out a pattern. So how do we know if our heart is in it and we can commit to rebuilding that trust?
Well, I think that's what you spoke about earlier, like self-reflection, like really looking at what your motives are here and being true to yourself first and honest with yourself. Because, look, if you can't be honest with yourself, you're going to struggle to be honest with your partner.
What good are you to anyone?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think often just doing that check-in with yourself. And also, look, trust is built up over time. So when it has been broken, you need to give it time. Often it's taken a lot, it was an accumulative effect. So over time, you know, there was emotional disconnection or odd signs that the trust is a little bit, it's wavering. But now you need to also give it time, and to give it time, you need to be consistent with what you do, the efforts you make.
I love that. I think someone once explained it to me. It might have been my beautiful mom. In fact, that the best way you show a change of behavior is a change in behavior. Don't talk about it, don't tell it, don't scream it.
Yes, and try and be consistent with it, because that's how you gain the trust again.
All right. Well, I still haven't established whether we're allowed little black bags in our relationship or not. But some secrets are completely natural. It's about how you broach that relationship, the connection and the trust between you and within yourself. Maybe an opportunity to hold up a mirror. But we love the fact that we've got a movie, The Black Bag, out in cinemas today that, yes, shows us an extreme version of where that rabbit hole can take us. Janine, thank you so much. That was absolutely valuable. Thank you. I can smell something delicious, my friend. I'm getting a little bit hungry. What's for breakfast, Ralph?
Oh, look at this, baby. Oh, I've got a full-on masala steak wrap that's about to be delivered to you, Mzansi. And we're going to show you how easy this one is to make. I think it's perfect for the weekend. Breakfast, lunch, supper, it doesn't matter. This one's going to go down absolutely well. And what's also going down well is the fact that I'm a Liverpool supporter. So we can chat about the progress in the English Premier League with Liverpool hopefully taking the crown. We've got a few games still left to go, and we're going to discuss that in just a bit. So lots to look forward to. We'll see you after this. This is smelling good.
Want to give your child a head start? Brainchild offers multivitamins and omega-3s that help bridge the gap in your child's diet for healthy growth and development. Stand a chance to win one of 5 hampers, including the full product range, a backpack, water bottle, and 1,000 Rand Take-A-Lot voucher. Simply visit brainchild.co.za, look out for the pop-up banner, and fill in your details. Competition closes Friday, 28 March. T's and C's apply. Brainchild bridges the gap.
It's my feel good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Let's do a little shopping because on a day off you can, okay? And we all know that when it comes to shopping, there are 2 types of people. Those who love a good deal and those who pretend that they don't love a good deal. Well, Lucky for You game is making it, well, impossible to resist with their Big Brands campaign. And let's be honest, we like the big brands. I like big brands.
I cannot lie. I love that, man. Listen, we've got so much to plug you in on. Let's start off with the following.
Okay.
Your TV still looks like it's buffering, right? I think it's time for an upgrade. So how about this? The Samsung UHD Crystal TV. It's going for just 5,999 Rand. And listen, you get 4K resolution. Picture quality so crisp, you'll think your favorite actor is in the room.
It's better than your eyes. I've realized that now with 4K. My eyes aren't 4K, okay?
You just see the world different. You're like,
Exactly.
this is what I'm missing out on.
I mean, I got glasses, put them on, but like, I'm not ready to see that level of detail. Beautiful, great picture needs great sound, and that's where the Hisense sound bar comes in. And again, a ridiculous price, 2,499. So you're getting cinema quality audio without the overpriced popcorn. Wow, did I just say that?
You can make 2 batches of popcorn, or 3. Go wild.
You can go to the cinema, get a popcorn there, bring it home. You're living large.
You'll
like
still
that.
be winning. Now, if you don't like movies as much, but you still like the tech, tech and you're a gamer, well, brace yourself because the Xbox Series S is here and it's only 8,999 Rand. And that's the next-gen gaming with super fast loading times and smooth graphics. I mean, what's the point of great entertainment setup if you don't have something like this, right?
Yeah.
Get the mates over, get some banter going, and just make a day out of it.
Oh, now it's become an event and I'm going to have to provide food, okay? So I better get the stack sorted. And when it comes to storing those snacks, the Defy fridge is yours. Again, at a ridiculous price, 5,699 Rand. That is good. Sleek, obviously energy efficient, and ready to store all your favorite treats.
I literally
That's good,
had my fridge packed up yesterday, stressing so much, and I was thinking, oh, I'm gonna have to spend so much money replacing it. That has just given me some calm. That price is incredible. I mean, that's how much it was gonna cost me to repair my fridge. So yeah.
Wow, where are you? I'm buying a fridge. What? I'm getting a fridge.
You'll see me being real cool this weekend, getting a fridge, and especially with a deal like this. 245 liters, that's all the food and meal prep for a week I can fit in there.
But it's crazy. So now we've got TVs, top-tier TVs, less than PlayStation and Xboxes. Now we've got fridges less than TVs. It's crazy. And all the biggest brands. So whether you're upgrading your tech, you're leveling up your sound, you're getting your game on, or you're keeping your snacks fresh, Game has got you covered.
Yep, and because, let's be honest, I like big brands and I
cannot
cannot
lie. Make it a theme song.
All right, so into the kitchen we go, and it's time to prepare a meal. We don't have the aprons here for this one. I think we need to go grab them. G, do you
Okay, I'm going to go fetch aprons.
Us? Thank you so much. And while we chat about this, Mzansi, we are going to be creating something delicious. We're talking about our favorites. It's perfect for the season. It's a recipe that I think you're going to absolutely love. So, my good man, thank you for kidding us out on this one. And it's time to do something like no other. It's the masala steak. It's not a Gatsby, which a lot of us will be used to, but this one is a wrap. It's a roti wrap. I know a lot of people will say the word roti.
Okay.
Have you ever heard that in Durban?
Wow, I feel judged right now, dude. The way you look straight at me. Roti.
Listen, this is a fun one and it's an interesting one because people that are not familiar with like Cape Malay flavor, you got to get your spice game on.
Masala all the way, yeah.
Exactly, and that's where it's at. So, G-Man, let's put this one together. We've already got some onion and some chili and garlic in the pan there, so maybe we can pop that on in the meantime because that's pretty much going to start this thing. And you'll notice when you are in a household, it's the sense and the smell that makes you realize you're on to the next step.
No, 100%. No, we do. We start eating with our nose. Our taste receptors are pretty dull.
Absolutely.
They don't pick up a huge amount. It's what we smell that informs what things taste like. First of all, why haven't we been talking about this all morning, dude? This looks phenomenal.
So listen, you've got that going on, and then we're going to start with the spices, right? So again, you can find all these spices in the list at expressoshow.com. But we've got like cardamom, we've got seeds, we've got tomato paste. So you can pop those in first. Yeah, those will be the first ones. And again, we're using the seeds there because it gives that authentic feel and flavor to the meal. So that's something you're going to love.
No, don't hold back.
Once that kind of mix in, you can then start adding your spices, and there's a plethora of them. And again, you can find this list at expressoshow.com. But these are essentially what gives you that masala vibe, the real Cape Malay flavor. And this is what you can add to many a meat to give it that authenticness. But we're using steak.
It's flying up my nose, which is amazing. I love the fact that we're approaching this kind of like a curry. Cook in the spices, toast them off, get the flavor into the oil that's going to transform the meat. I love it, but there's some heady spices going on here.
Absolutely. So again, once the spices are done, how do you know when you're ready to add the next step? Again, use your nose, and this is a great tip. So when you can start to smell the flavors coming alive, when you can see that the mixture inside the pot is bringing some of that spice out, that's when you know, okay, cool, it's mixed together, we've brought it all to life, and now we can move on to those next steps.
Okay,
so that's
this
exactly
I'm
what's
getting
happening.
toastiness coming off these spices here, which is absolutely beautiful, man.
Love that, G-Man.
Okay,
so
what's next
up, we've got some tomato that's been shredded. That's just going to add some more of a base to this, add some thickness to it as well. Also give it a little bit of sweetness because we do have some chili in there. So to balance out this meal, that's going to be perfect for it. And I prepared some stock. Adding masses of flavor.
Are you
into
buying
this.
stock, bro? Yeah.
How's your
You
stock, mate?
invest in sweet Brits. It's Bitcoin, eh? Okay.
Nothing but the good stuff. This is the real stock that you all can invest in, and it's going to make a meal taste really good. So this is
man, that smells beautiful.
And that's what I want to talk about here. If you really are getting involved in the kitchen and being present, don't just cook with your eyes. Get all your senses involved in it, and that's how you'll really know that you are on it.
100%. Involve the whole system.
Yeah, man.
The olfactory.
Get the entourage effect. And also another tip, if you are going to make a beautiful experience out of this, start cleaning as you go like G-Man has right now. I love what you created in this space here. This
You
is
do
nice.
one cooking reality show where then suddenly it's like the terror of having a dirty bench. You don't understand,
and being
man.
judged by it as well.
No, but especially when you are cooking, it becomes kind of a production line. I had that feeling last night cooking for the family, and 3 different meals were being made at the same time. We had spaghetti bolognese, toasties, and and a steak, funny
But
enough.
hang on, do you get to just like
My
order
kids,
food
exactly.
at your house?
And look, I had this conversation with my kids, but I think I painted myself into a corner because I love cooking. But now I'm like taking orders for meals. But I can tell you what's going on the menu tonight: steak masala wraps, bro.
Absolutely, it's going to be breakfast, lunch, and supper. So next up, I think G-Man, once that's pretty much sorted out and you got the flavors coming through again in the heat,
And
you
it's
want to
thickening
add
nicely,
your
yeah.
steak to this. And what we've done is really just added some seasoning to it. You can let this season the night before. You can marinate it if you want as well. Add something special to it and make it your favorite. This is going into the pan and it's going to absorb all that flavor and really just kind of come to life. And from here on, you can pretty much do anything with this meat. It's going to taste good. But let us show you exactly how we're going to make it even better.
Oh, man,
Right,
Guy,
so-
this is looking amazing, dude. I won't lie.
How's it smelling?
Magic.
Shoo. So, bro, this is the fun part for me. Once you've prepared all that, it just gets so easy. And we're just going to layer this and stack it on. What you'd want to do is use another pan and warm up your roti, or like I say, a roti. Make it not too crispy and not too hard because you still want to fold it.
Yeah, and that's a big problem with my wrap situation is like I overheat the wraps all the time and then I can't wrap them and it's snapping. You want to
Snappy
hear
or sloppy?
Yeah,
One of the
exactly. A
two.
bit of both. And you want to hear the moans and the screaming coming out of the kitchen when you've been cooking for an hour and then ruin the wrap at the last moment. But with this, more is better. I think you want it to be exploding, you want it to be juicy, it must be dripping down your chin. I'm down with that.
Yeah. So what we're going to be doing now is just stacking it and layering it up. So I started with the masala steak. I added like twice as much as I needed to because I love steak. But if you want this to go far, you don't need to make it so thick because you still want to be able to fold this, which I'm not sure I'm going to be able to do. But let's find out. So I've just bedded it up with some lettuce. We're going to throw some chips on here as well because we want to have carbs, we want to have protein, we want to have yes, that's even a better reason because we can. Onions going on there as well. Boom, boom, boom.
We know red onions are obviously super healthy, but they've got a great flavor profile for this vibe. A little bit sweeter, I think.
Yeah.
Really, really cool.
They do. And then again, we're just going to be balancing this off because not everybody likes too much heat. So this is like a beautiful yogurt blend. You can put some coriander in here, get creative with it, little slice of cucumber if you want. But voila, as simple as I put it together, I wrap it up and booyah, it's ready.
In your face. Yeah.
I'm going to try this one. G, do you mind?
No, go for it,
I'm
my
hungry,
friend. This is a man who has been supporting hard all season, okay? Enjoying his just rewards. So it wasn't the Carabao Cup, unfortunately.
No, it wasn't.
His
No, it
reward,
wasn't.
but Liverpool are most likely going to win the English Premier League this season, and that's coming from a non-Liverpool supporter. But there is a reason why we absolutely love following the English Premier League. Best footy in the world, so I'm going to get a Liverpool fan's perspective on how his season is going.
Oh, I can't wait to talk about that and gloat all around. But while I do that, we also get to celebrate with Mars Baby because you heard that first one. Wow, wow, wow. A voice, authentic, original, everything we wanted, and there's gonna be more. So don't go anywhere. A lot to look forward to straight after this.
Whole thing, go.
Oh, this is hot.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, I like that sound. That's how we want you all to greet your day. It doesn't get any better than Football Fridays. And thanks to ABSA, the proud official banking partner of the English Premier League, we get to take a deep dive into some potential EPL champions. One, I think, is centre stage, front and centre. Buddy, you must be feeling good. Obviously, the League Cup, not yours to be. Newcastle put in just a next
Stellar.
level, once-in-a-generation kind of performance. So Hardy's there. Not the perfect record, but pretty close to. Liverpool's on another level.
Probably on another level, and I'm going to say that with absolute pride, because even from the Champions League, that build-up, yes, we got knocked out. Yes, we got knocked out of the Carabao Cup, but we made the finals of the Carabao.
To thank the curse of supporting Spurs, because when we lived together, he would have it on, and I wouldn't even watch a full game, and then I would watch a bit more, and then I got into the narrative, a story, and at that stage, I think it was Sir Harry Redknapp. He had a heart issue, and then for 7 games, you can go for another, but without any heart complications for the manager. But there is something about the English Premier League that captures hearts beyond the UK. What is it about this league that makes it the global Premier League?
But I think that's exactly what I'm resonating with. As a South African, these games aren't even played on our footsteps and our doorstep, but yet we are so involved in it because
coming through
and
there.
if you put it all together, it's a moment that you're celebrating for just something absolutely phenomenal like the English Premier League title. What?
I know, and it is massive, and I love the fact that kind of the players that it rests on, they deliver, and I think that's become the marker. If you can deliver on a Premier League stage, then you're the best in the world.
Yeah.
Is Mo Salah the reason why Liverpool is working so well again? Because it feels like something has clicked within him. What's the magic?
I think obviously Salah has been incredible, but there's been this reigniting of his ability in this season, especially if you look at how this team has come together, and it hasn't been something that's happened overnight. I mean, we had Virgil coming through from a defensive force from years back, realizing that there's massive problems in Liverpool. This has taken a couple of years to get the defensive line.
And he might be the best player in his lane in the world.
Literally,
I think,
as a central defensive player, he is a stalwart. I don't know if there is anyone better than him, and his consistency has been something that Liverpool have relied on through and through. Had the assistance of some of our mates that are leaving now, Alexander-Arnold going to Real as example. But I think with the defense and our attack, with Salah being there, and for so many years he's worked with like Mane, and he's worked with some of the most incredible players. I think it all came together when the midfield actually realized that they could put those pieces together, man.
And it's not like a Haaland going for the golden boot. Salah doesn't talk about his individual performances or achievements on any level. It's always about the team. How much can we attribute to this gentleman over here, and how much of this is Klopp?
From Klopp to Slot, I don't even know what this guy has taken on, because imagine the shoes you had to fill. Coming from Klopp's era, which I think really galvanized the Liverpool era once again. It brought back the real meaning of what does it mean to be a Liverpool fan. We don't have the biggest budget, but we've got the biggest heart, the biggest support, and the biggest real gears and understanding of what it takes to win a league. And I think what Klopp did was assert that, and what Slot is doing is taking that baton, and somehow he's adding value to
evolving
that.
it further,
Evolving it even further. He's not just trying to survive, but he's trying to thrive, and he is doing that. I mean, the Premier League is something to go by.
I want to stop you there because I'm about to throw up. So maybe we can stop talking about Liverpool now for 5 minutes and just be a bit more broad. Now, we love it when any team is laying down this kind of marker. And the funny thing is, and there are probably more Liverpool fans in Cape Town than there are on the Merseyside. So I love the fact that we can also connect you to those that you love as much as Ryle. So do you want a signed Liverpool shirt? Do you want to be singing that anthem in a stadium? No, we love the fact that ABSA also understand this relationship, and they are giving you the chance to win tickets to see Liverpool versus Arsenal live at Anfield.
Bro, this is a dream of mine. I honestly cannot tell you how important it is to get in this competition. So simply swipe, tap or scan for 5,000 Rand or more and stand a chance to win. I'm crying at the thought of the fact that I don't think I can enter this one. So please, you're going to have to do this. I'm going to have to live through you, and this exclusive deal is available, and it's for ABSA Rewards members only. So don't forget your T's and C's apply, and wow, can you just think about this? Touching the This Is Anfield banner. What a moment. You need to get this.
I think let's check the fine print, dude. Let's go have a look at the
I'm going to enter. I don't care what they say.
All right, well, we have been buzzing having Mars Baby in studio this morning. He has just put the perfect tone on everything, and we're going to continue this emotional journey with the superstar with another performance from Mars Baby. It's Me Too.
Let's go.
What's up, guys? I'm Mars Baby, and the song is called Me Too.
Greenhouse red wine in the morning. Smell of Marlboro Reds. You look so right in the garden after class, hanging out with my friends. I could live inside that memory till I die. I could live inside that memory till and I thought, yeah, I thought it would always be that simple. You and I spent evenings in a haze, daydreaming in your bedroom, thinking of a way to make a living without trying to. We felt so damn important back when our dreams had meaning, watching our idols on a TV that could be me too. Watching our idols on a TV that could be me too. But I'm glad I had the chance to be me with a girl like dark thoughts, dark nights in my room till the sunrise, playing my guitar. I lost my mind trying to keep up with an angel who was half my size. Man, I swear I lost a part of me that night. Man, I swear I lost a part of me that night. But at least I had that angel at my side. Said at least I had that angel at my. She said lie down with me, but I stayed up all night crying, thinking of a way to be more than myself. Said I won't sleep. Few months out wasn't me. Some days it felt like dying. Envy that freedom from the window that could be me too. Envy that freedom from the window that could be me too. But I'm glad I had the chance to be me with a girl like you.
Wow, beautiful. I have warned him that we are a cry risk on this show, so please, okay, one more I think is going to break us, but we love it. We are here for the emotion. We are here for the authenticity.
Hey, man, my heart is just feeling everything about this, lad. So, Mars Baby, please, can you do the following? Take a bow.
Yeah,
you have absolutely delivered. We are so appreciative of your real, authentic sound. And wow, don't forget to get involved in that event that's coming up, man.
Oh, I love that. Well, let's change lanes, but stay within the musical space. Level M, you could be roaring your way to his concert. And he's happened to have Hans Zimmer along for the ride. No, an incredible, I think, example of what South Africa is capable of is the best way to describe him. Perfect for your Human Rights Day. We'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back as we continue to celebrate South Africa and one of our greatest exponents. I think without a doubt, we all owe him a debt of gratitude. Lebo M, the legendary South African composer behind the Lion King's iconic music, is bringing his unforgettable sound to the stage. And of course, joined by Hans Zimmer for a once-in-a-lifetime experience, because that's how he rolls, yo. And today we are stepping into the Pride Lands for some fun with the Circle of Trivia. We'll be testing our knowledge, well, their knowledge, on the Lion King's most iconic quotes and unforgettable music that brought it all to life, and it really did, I think. So it's the perfect time to revisit those classic moments and see how well we remember the magic. I can't remember all of these, so I'm glad I'm not in the hot seat. Zoe is here to prove that she is a little bit younger than Raul and probably remembers.
Yeah, how much younger?
Let's not talk about that, okay? I want to talk about how you're gloating here. We haven't even started.
Listen, I do love the Lion King, so I'm hopeful.
She understands the Zoe dynamic when competing against you, my buddy.
One baton handed over to the next.
Exactly, so brace yourself. So I've got to ask straight off the bat, fan of the Lion King?
Oh my word, which one? Lion King 1, Lion King 2, Mufasa, or the animated? Which version are we going for?
Can I call for a sub?
Yeah. Don't worry, we just need the OG. We need the OG. Okay, so I'm going to give you a line, and you're going to finish it. Okay, it's as simple as that. And I will start with Zoe, because I know she's probably going to win. So I'm going to...
This is hard. It is hard, because we're not doing songs. I feel like I can do the songs really well.
I know. Okay. No, I think you'll get this one. Everything the light touches.
Simba, everything the light touches will one day be yours.
With an accent
or
and
someday
everything.
be yours. No, it's tricky.
Hey, I think that's pretty good. Can we,
let's see.
Can we, everything the light touches is our kingdom. I liked your version.
Thank you.
I liked your version.
Thank
I think
you.
that could have been good enough.
I was like, keep rolling that scene. I'm sure that lion comes in there one day.
But we're not going to give you the point because this is a hardcore game, okay? This is an unforgiving space. I love that. All right, my friend, this is your line. Being brave doesn't mean...
Being brave doesn't mean everything. It's your heart that counts.
Yo, amazing.
I think that was said with such confidence and conviction. I hope it is.
No?
Doesn't mean you go looking for trouble.
That was my other guess.
But I like your mantra. Put that on a T-shirt, dude. Put it on a T-shirt, but no point for Ryle. Okay,
I'm not that even. Was that like? Do you know?
You said that. You said that about 30 seconds ago. Zoe, when the world turns its back on you.
You don't know. I want to say you turn your back on the world. No, I don't know.
What do you mean?
What do you
came in with so much confidence.
Listen, I didn't know it was going to be this hard.
Say it with a cheeky meerkat accent.
Oh, is that who it is?
I think so.
Oh, tell me. Well, what is it? Tell me, Graham.
I think you had it right. Then you turn your back on the world.
You turn your back on... I did not.
No way.
Now I'm going to give you that point.
What? No
I'm going to give you a point to empower you to back yourself, girl.
You.
We finally have a point on the board, which is great.
Human rights day. So human is always right.
Exactly. It is your day to be right. All right, Ryle, come on. Get in the game, boy.
Yeah.
The past can hurt, but the way I see it, you can either...
dwell in the past or look toward the future.
Buddy, you are saying this with such confidence and conviction that I don't trust. Let's have a look here and see.
Teachers were in high school.
The past can hurt you, but the way I see it, you can either run from it or learn from it.
Guys, you see, it was pretty much there.
Have you seen the film? It's about a lion.
When it came out, remember, that was years ago. I was a child.
Like 2002.
I was a young child, okay?
I don't think you were even alive when it came out, to be honest with you. So very well done, but no point for Ryle. Okay, one more to just compound his misery. When we die, our bodies become the grass, and the antelope eat the grass, and so we are all connected.
In the circle of life.
I like that accent is enough of a self.
Can we just say if
and
it's
the
really...
hand signals.
Oh, okay.
Connected.
In the great circle of life. No, but you were great. You implied the great with your confidence.
It was the accent. It was throwing me.
You are the reigning queen of the savannah. Ladies and gentlemen, can we get a round of applause?
Yeah.
better hope when you're competing at whatever international level you compete, that you never come up against a woman named Zoe, dude.
Yeah, then I'm just going to concede.
You are done.
Oh, no, I'm injured.
So well
I can't race, I'm injured.
Oh, I love it. Well, we're going to continue to focus on Lebo M, on his incredible body of work. Why? Because every Friday we celebrate everything that is amazing about this man as we count it down to April the 18th. Okay, and that countdown has officially begun. In the coming weeks, we're going to be welcoming some unbelievable guests connected to this unforgettable musical journey. There are so many whose careers have been birthed by this music. So be sure to tune in, and we might just be giving one of you, taking you a little bit closer to the magic. In fact, a lot closer than you think.
Is it me? Is it Ralph? I hope so.
Me, please.
Lebo M, the legendary voice behind The Lion King, brings his first ever live show to African soil, joined by global icon Hans Zimmer, Mikasa, the Drakensberg Boys Choir, and more. For one night only on 18 April at Grand Arena, Grand West, Cape Town. Get your tickets now at ticketmaster.co.za. Visit lebomlive.com for more info.
Oh, there is so much happening and so much that you need to get involved in, because we've got winners left, right, and center. And hopefully we can make a winner right now with another competition, because it's time for the final round of the Bakomo Powerball game. And with the gusto, I'm getting excited because two lucky players have already spun and won. And let's remind you, they've won a 1,500 Rand voucher and then another 250 Rand Uber Eats voucher, and that's already been taken. But there are 4 more prizes up for grabs, and we've got one lucky viewer who I hope is on the line right now. So ring, ring, good morning. Joyce, are you there?
Good morning, yes, I'm here.
How are you doing, Joyce?
Fine, thank you, and you?
I'm good. Happy Human Rights Day. Have you had your breakfast yet?
Yes, I did.
What did you have?
Wheat Bix.
Oh, nicely done. How do you have your Wheat Bix?
I like my Wheat Bix with just a little bit of warm milk.
Ooh, yeah.
And banana.
Oh, that's a nice one. Well, hopefully with that breakfast of champions, you are ready to choose a champion bowl. We've still got 4 bowls left in our Powerball game. There's the B, an O on the top, an O at the bottom, and the letter M. So I'm sure you know how this works, Joyce. You just got to choose a letter, and then we'll find out what that prize is. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, Joyce, I'm going to give you, the luckiest person in studio, the opportunity to reveal a letter. So before we do, what letter is it going to be, Joyce?
B, thank you.
B, all right. Ladies and gentlemen, Lucian, reveal to us what Joyce has won. Pom, pom, pom. A 1-year supply of Bakomo cereals! Joyce, you are never going to go hungry again, Joyce. How awesome is this?
Thank you very much. Thank you for you, and thank you for Bakomo as well.
Congratulations. I hope you're going to enjoy this. This is incredible, to say the least. What a way to start off your Friday. Happy holiday. And yeah, this one is something to definitely celebrate. I can't wait for all the beautiful memories you're going to make with breakfast, because your year is sorted.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot for you, and thanks a lot for Bakomo. And have a nice weekend. And I love your program.
Oh, we love you. Thank you so much for being a part of us and our family. And officially, I cannot be more grateful to give this one to you. So that's a wrap, Mzansi, on today's Bakomo Powerball game. And we want you to play and be the next lucky winner. The question is how? Well, all you got to do is buy any participating Bakomo product and enter for a chance to play the Powerball live on Expresso. And here's how you can enter.
Start your day with Bakomo and start winning. Enter the Bakomo Powerball competition and stand a chance to win your share of 3 million Rand in cash and prizes. Buy any participating Bakomo cereal, upload your till slip to Bakomo's WhatsApp line at 074 666 0900, and you could be selected to play live on the Bakomo Powerball game show, where even bigger prizes await. Competition closes 4 May 2025. Entry details and T's and C's at bakomo.co.za.
Oh, congratulations. I met a Joyce the other day who was the sweetest, most wonderful human being ever. And I have a feeling it's that Joyce. The voice
sounds just like it.
So with your year's supply, I hope it all arrives at the same time, that their whole house is just filled with Bacomo. I love it. Well, we're going to have a little bit of fun. In fact, we are clearing our floor and adding a little extra space because Cape Ballet Africa are back with another breathtaking performance. This one's called Breath Words. I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but you know how they roll. It's going to be exquisite.
Yeah, exquisite. And there's an incredible event happening from the 27th of March. So we're going to give you every reason to get involved in this. And then also, let's go down memory lane, why don't we? You remember the Goo Goo Dolls?
Oh, buddy, I'd give up forever to see you because I know you feel the same way. And hopefully you guys feel the same way as well. We're going to get into the Goo Goo Dolls heading to South Africa with another quiz game. After this, we'll see you now.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, welcome back. I know we're starting a lot of countdowns this morning because there are a lot of things coming our way, and the countdown is on now for the highly anticipated debut of Breathwords, Cape Ballet Africa's breathtaking new triple bill at the Artscape. So this unmissable performance brings together the grace of ballet and the power of live orchestral music, all under the visionary direction of the incredible Debbie Turner, who joins us now to share more about this captivating new vision, I'm going to call it, because you're always trying to achieve something. It's not just about putting on a beautiful show. Here we've got a triple bill. Explain yourself. Breathwords.
Well, you know, dance has been my life since
Since
I can remember, for my whole life. You know, breath is human, right? It's the most human thing about all of us. Dancers are always encouraged to breathe. We tend to, you know, when we're making physical effort, we quite often tend to hold our breath.
Keep it in.
So breath is such an important thing in dance, and dance is a language of the soul. It's a language that doesn't require words, right? But yet you speak with your body. So the words, the movement is the words. So breath and movement came into my head as breath words. And I just loved how it rolled off the tongue.
As a breath. As,
Yes,
as
as
an
a breath.
expel of
Yeah.
breath or a deep inhalation.
Exactly,
I
yes.
absolutely get what you're saying. Now, I hear one of the highlights, Nacho Duato's Romanzo. Please explain a little bit more there.
So Romanzo is a ballet that Nacho created in 1997 with American Ballet Theatre in New York on 3 men. Of course, ballet and dance is always looking to increase the amount of men in the art form, which has exponentially grown in the last sort of, let's say, 10 or 20 years, which is fantastic. But to have a ballet that is focused on the male form, let's say, all men together, was unusual.
Where the male's not the foil for the female.
Exactly,
Yeah.
when the male is not, the frame that's holding the woman up. So to create that 30 years ago, nearly 30 years ago, was a wonderful thing.
It was really progressive.
But what I can remember about so clearly is, and I give away my age here, but 30 years ago, I had a VHS video recording of Romanzo.
Fair game.
That I used to watch over and over and over and over again. Magnificently performed. And even my husband remembers that I was watching it over and over again.
That's crazy.
And on Tuesday night, it materializes on our stage. And, through the very, very generous philanthropic support of the Spanish Embassy and the Spanish Consul General, has allowed this to happen.
Wow.
Nacho is one of those people that will dance and create and direct and mold dancers until his last day on earth.
And it's required. It is absolutely, it's a mentoring space.
Absolutely.
You have to have it, whether you're looking at the bigger picture or the smaller picture, but I want to look at the bigger picture because I think whether you want the role or not, you are kind of becoming that true north, the term that I love. But in dance, there is a underlying theme, a movement, a thrust that we are feeling at the moment, and you get to kind of show that direction. So where do you want to take your ballet, your piece of this amazing creative space?
Well, I think, in my big picture, I would like to take South African dance, more of South African dance, to the world. But also, especially at this time of the year, we have the world in South Africa, right?
Sure.
So there's this wonderful opportunity, especially at this time of the year, for this exchange to happen between the tourists that are in our city, which are pouring in by the day, and them seeing South African artists.
And that will make an unforgettable experience that lasts a lifetime.
Yes.
I know we're going to be bringing a performance to our stage, a breathtaking performance of Breath Words. And yes, as we've said, it's on at the Artscape 25th to the 27th of this month. And you can get your tickets at Web Tickets. And I suggest you do it quickly. It's a limited run. It is going to go very, very fast. And you'll get a sense of just how far we have come within this beautiful space. Debbie, thank you so much for being the exponent of dance that you are, and you will get to experience Breath Words for yourself in just a moment.
Yeah, in just a moment, and while the dancers warm up, I think it's an opportunity for us to keep the fantastic Friday feels going right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show and take a trip down memory lane. And it's all thanks to ABSA. We're going to be getting a chance to give you all the feels with the gift of music. Now, this is a fun one. It's simple. I'm going to be playing 2 songs and then give our contestants some lyrics, and all they have to do is finish the lyrics and guess the artist. So we got G-Man and Zoe is back. Maybe she makes it 2 out of 2, we don't know.
Everything horrible I said about you earlier, I take
it back.
I take it all back.
Revenge
you're
is
lovely,
sweet, eh?
You're a winner, you're a great guy. Everyone in studio
You
loves
said
you.
a trip down memory lane, and I was like, this is a trip down memory lane to my breakup.
Oh,
My
no.
first breakup, the Goo Goo Dolls, that was the song I played. I'm not going to tell you which
sorry,
song,
man.
because maybe we hear it now.
Maybe we hear it
and I
now.
need that
give up
edge.
forever
Well,
to see you.
apologies if we bring up any trauma, but we can celebrate the fact that you have
Shaken.
just come a long way since then.
Thank you so much.
And some. So let's play the song first, and you guys can get a year, and I'll remind you of the lyrics and see if you can finish this one, all right? So listen up, pay attention. Mzansi, you can play along too. Check it out.
Do you wake up on your own? I wonder where you are. Live with all your faults. I wanna wake up where you are. I won't say anything at all.
Oh gosh.
So, a reminder. I wanna wake up where you are. boom, boom. I won't say anything at all.
Nice, I like your tone.
This is so hum.
Finish it, guys. Come on. Who's the artist?
Okay, I know the song name. So.
Matchbox 20?
Hey, boo. What?
I don't know.
So
Well,
let
we're gonna
it
get answers.
slide.
No, it's-
Maybe.
Slide.
Yeah.
Goo Goo Dolls.
Yeah, no, it's Goo Goo Dolls. I don't know.
So we got 2 points per question. So one for the artist, one for the lyrics. So Zoe, what's your attempt at the lyrics and the artist?
Goo Goo Dolls.
Okay, and lyrics?
So let it slide.
Okay, so just a reminder, this is all Goo Goo Dolls. So those are 3 points for everyone. Let it slide. G-Man.
No, I have no idea. It's there. It's sitting in my subconscious. It's
Well,
gonna
let's check
frustrate
it
me
out.
all
I
day.
think Zoe, you are close. So
Let it
why
slide.
don't you
Well
slide?
done.
Yeah.
Check how happy he is that you got it right in the
There's
background.
like a little riff, and then they go, so let it slide.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Oh, nicely
Okay.
done.
Oh, that's
I
going to
don't
be
know
the
if this is-
soundtrack for the day.
I'm sure, G-Man, you're going to load this one up in your car for sure. All right, see if we can get this one right. I'm going to, again, play the song for you, get you in the feels, and I'll remind you of the lyrics. Okay? And this
Okay.
is also obviously the Goo Goo Dolls, so let's check it out.
Sooner or later it's over. I just don't want to miss you tonight. And I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think that they'd understand.
Wow, so from Goo Goo Dolls, reminder, and I don't want the world to see me, 'cause I don't think they understand.
I'd give
What
up
happens
forever
next?
to touch you, because I know that you feel the same way. I know that might not be there, it might be later in the song, I don't know.
Zoe, we're going to attempt at this one? Anything different?
Because I don't think that they'd understand. And I'd give up forever to touch you. Na, 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 na. Dang it.
Oh, G-Man,
we're
you're
probably,
pretty close.
yeah,
You're
we're
pretty
probably
close.
blending all of the choruses
I thought they
and
wanted to
lines.
grab the hand at a certain point.
Zanzi, you're probably kicking yourself because you know the answer, but let's see what it
100%.
is. Dum, dum, dum.
It's
To be
meant
broken.
I just want you to know.
You know who I am.
Okay.
G-Man, I'm going to slide that one your way,
I'm going to
bro.
listen to this
Yeah.
all day, bro. I'm going to just sit with Goo Goo Dolls on repeat. Oh.
This is all that it's about. I think it's about the nostalgia. It's about reminding us of the moments that highlight lifetime events, and this is what it's about. All these songs reflect something big. I'm sorry if that was
Is this
traumatic
process
for you.
work?
Listen, it's a good trauma.
Is it a good
it's
trauma?
It's a healthy trauma now.
I think it's a perfect sentiment. You think of Human Rights Day and the trauma that went on all those years. This is what we get to celebrate
Not
on days
you
like this.
relating human rights
But
to
that's
the
what it's
Goo Goo
about.
Dolls.
We can look at the past and see
They've gotta
something
make
as
that.
a reflection point. So that's what today is about, and it's so on trend. So this was perfect for the occasion. I hope you
Feel
enjoyed
the
the game,
love.
because that is always such a crowd pleaser. The question is, do you guys see a common theme here? Well, listen, we've got some exciting news for any Goo Goo Dolls fans. But before I tell you, do you have a favorite Goo Goo Dolls song and why? Now, that's the question that we have. And for you guys, do you have an answer to that?
Oh yeah, Iris.
Yeah, it's got to be Iris from the movie where Nicolas Cage was the angel with the thing, and that
angel with the
thing that traumatized me for the rest of my
There's a
adult life.
performance that they do in the rain where they're performing that song, and it's just pouring on them, and that stays in my mind whenever I listen to the
That's
song.
so 90s.
It's very
Well,
90s.
I'm sure you, Mzansi, have some favorites too, so just get involved in this one. And when you thought it couldn't get any better, listen to this, because how does hearing them sing live sound? Well, we've got some exciting news for our Pretoria, Durban, and Cape Town family, because you can be winning a pair of Goo Goo Dolls tickets to see them perform live. And it's all thanks to ABSA on either the 25th, 26th, 28th, or the 29th of March. That's this year, 2025. And all you simply have to do is tell us the following. What is your favorite Goo Goo Dolls song? And well, tell us what it is and tell us why. But don't forget to use the hashtag ABSA Rewards, as well as the hashtag ABSA Your Story Matters in your answer. And bring it through on our Expresso social media pages. You can check it out there. And reminder, the competition closes on the 21st of March. So that's today. You don't have a lot of time left. Get involved in this. So T's and C's do apply. And come on, with that nostalgia, can you not wait for the rest of the magic? Because we've got performances coming at you
Can
from
I
the
enter?
show. Of
No,
course.
I can't.
No, you've crossed over to the dark side.
checked
You
the
can't.
T's and C's.
Well, check those T's and C's as well. Zanzi, we've got a lot of entertainment coming at you. We promise some dancing, and it's going to be spectacular. Don't go anywhere.
Holiday heartburn? Well, find the fix with citrus soda this festive season.
Stand a chance to win 5,000 Rand cash prizes each week when you answer our weekly questions on Expresso's Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, or Instagram with hashtag #CitroSoda.
Let's keep indigestion away and enjoy heartburn-free holidays. T's and C's obviously apply. Come and join the fun.
Two, one, two, one.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
One last time before we play out this amazing show today, just one last opportunity to get this information to you. There is a guaranteed 67 million Rand sitting in our jackpot this Friday if you are ready for a downpour of millions. So what are you waiting for? Play now and you could literally make it rain lots of cash this March. Buy your tickets for Powerball in-store on nationallottery.co.za. You can go the mobile app route, cell phone banking, easy enough, or dial *120 *7529 hash for USSD. It really is that simple, and we made it even more simple by putting all of those details up on our social media pages so you can ponder, push, or play Powerball for the guaranteed 67 million Rand jackpot today. Good luck.
Yeah, good luck, and I'm urging you to take a breath right now as we discuss something absolutely incredible that's about to happen right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And also a reminder, 25th to the 27th of March, it's going down. Before we even discuss it, I want to chat to Mia here, who's one of the incredible talents that's going to be showcasing exactly that. Beautiful talent like no other. Mia, you've been dancing like pretty much all your life?
Yeah, I was 3 when I started ballet, so it's been majority of what I know my whole life, and it's been awesome.
So we'll get to see a lifetime of experience being executed on the stage. How much training and how was the prep to be a part of this incredible occasion?
I mean, it's a full-time job, so
Yeah.
it's day, hourly. It's quite intense, but you know, if you love what you do, it's so special. It's so wonderful to get to, love your job.
Oh, well, look, we love everything about you, and I'm not going to waste any more of your time right now because it looks like you all are ready for this. So, Mzansi, I want to remind you that this is an opportunity for you to step into a world of movement and emotion as the dancers of the Cape Ballet Africa perform Reverie, which is one of the captivating works from Breath Words. Now, this is their stunning new triple bill at the Artscape, and I want you to prepare to be swept away by the beauty and artistry of this mesmerizing performance. With that being said, the stage is all yours. Take it away. Enjoy. Wow. Wow.
Oh, absolutely
Wow.
breathtaking. Breathwords is on at the Artscape from the 25th to the 27th of this month. And of course, you can get your tickets, web tickets. I think it's going to be unforgettable. What a great way to sound off what has been the most amazing Human Rights Day with you. Thank you so, so much. Take a bow, ladies and gents. Absolutely exquisite performance.
And with that, Mzansi, happy Human Rights Day. Let's celebrate all the progress we have made and the sacrifices that led up to this moment. And let's usher in that action list we spoke about throughout the day and make the change. We love you. We'll see you all next week. Have a beautiful weekend.
Feel Good Production.